Shit. Hey guys, happy Wednesday to you. Man, fresh back from the Newport Folk Festival. What a fucking blast that was. First time for me and my buddy John Oates. We went up there. I went up Friday, played Saturday, hung out all day Sunday, and caught a ton of music. All the bands had some nice boat rides, some great food, great hangs, reconnected with Jerry and Jill Douglas and Sean Camp and all the guys in the Earls of Leicester and the Billy Strings guys and the saw Billy Strings, and that was amazing. Saw Los Lobos, that was amazing. Bunch of other great people there. Grace Bowers, who's stirring shit up right now, and she's a friend here from East Nashville. Man, just a bunch of cool stuff. And a well-done festival, man. Those guys have it dialed in completely. It's unbelievable. More on that. I'll try to share some footage. A lot of stuff going to be happening here in the next couple days. Finally brushing the dust off after that big weekend. And then tonight I'm playing at Third and Lizzie with the trio. We're coming on right before a band called Victor Wainwright. And I don't know who that is, but we're going to meet him tonight. And then tomorrow night, got a last-minute call a couple days ago to play beside my friend Dennis Quaid and Pat McLaughlin. We're going to be the two people backing Dennis up at the Opry, the Grand Old Opry. And I'm sure that'll be with the Opry band and all that kind of stuff. That'll be a great hang. And then ramping into the weekend, and then back to the Underdog with the trio for the rest of the month. And then go to Spain. I booked my flights to Spain yesterday. I've got another story to tell you involving the Florida State Troopers, but I'm going to do that on a separate video, and I think these will both probably come out today, which is Wednesday if you're keeping track. You know, I thought I'd try something new. I'm not very high-tech, and I don't do this very often, but I set up these little speakers running through my computer. I tried to do, these are just little JBL Cheapo Depot speakers, but they work pretty good. I'm still dialing in the mix, so don't rake me over the coals on the mix and you know that everything's too loud and too soft and all that. I'm getting it dialed in. I'm gonna get it dialed in, okay? I'm not old GT here from South Alabama. Ain't very high tech, okay? So I appreciate you staying with me. But what I'm gonna do is, since people have been asking for backing tracks and hey, it'd be helpful if you played along to some rhythm or something like that. Here's a little thing that I'm just starting today. I'm gonna do a little rhythm guitar and some soloing over some backing tracks. You know, my timing's not perfect, but I'm guarantee you one thing, it's going to get better the more I do this. And so literally I found this 100 beat per minute train beat country rock 4/4 drum track metronome drum beat. Literally that's the title on YouTube. And so I'm playing that through my laptop and it doesn't sound bad. The kick drum's a little pointy. But other than that, I mean, hey, as long as it's in time, you're doing yourself a service by playing along to this kind of stuff, because man, I'm sitting here noticing you have got to keep going. If you make a mistake and you're out of time, it's not this computer that's messing up, it's us. And so your metronome's not running out of batteries, trust me. So this is amazing practice, and I'm so excited to do this on my own. This is literally how I'm going to sit here and practice from now on. You can write songs to this kind of stuff. And this is a country train beat, which I swore I'd never do again in my life. But there's all kinds of stuff on here. Go down the rabbit hole of funk and New Orleans and jazz and swing and blues, and just make sure it's a good sounding thing. I didn't search very long on this. But so what I did was I literally just pressed the space bar. I tried to do a little something to where I'm not coming in guns blazing right away, just a little setup, not anything thought out, but just something off the cuff. And then just started playing a little. I'm just doing this. You're seeing it for the first time. So this is an amazing way to practice, I feel. And you can practice anything through this. I mean, watch. I'll click this thing again. Doesn't have to be country licks, right? Watch this. Folks, I'm doing exactly what I would do if I wasn't broadcasting this to the world. I mean, I would sit in here and just get lost for hours doing this, because that is so much fun. Because it's not, and look, I tried to do a bass track earlier and it was a complete disaster. Somehow the loop is not staying in time with the speakers, and so I don't know if that's me. It probably is, but I'll get this figured out. My tech helper Tom left this morning to go out to the West Coast, San Francisco, for about a week or so. When he gets back, we're going to dive into this thing, and I'm going to start building some little tracks with some bass and maybe some simple acoustic rhythm guitar or something. But at least I can just sit here and have some fun and be able to demonstrate some of these things to you guys in an applicable situation, to where I'm not just rambling on about the same thing over and over again. About the bottom line is all this stuff I'm telling you is right. It's true. It's I'm speaking from truth here. But there's no substitution for sitting here and going through hour after hour. And man, I understand. Oh yeah, hey, there's an email. Whatever. So anyway, there's no substitute for sitting here, and there's no substitute for time with this instrument in your hand. And I realized, man, I was lucky when I was a kid. I was raised in a real small town. There wasn't shit to do. I sat around and played guitar all the time. And luckily, as my life progressed and the bills increased, car insurance, car payment, rent, as those things as a young adult start increasing, I was able to pay those bills playing gigs, and there was no turning back. I understand you guys have families and full-blown careers, and you're not able to sit around and play for hours and hours and hours. And that's the bad, maybe brutal part of this, is that you know, if you don't get into this early, you don't get the head start. But the thing is I can provide that head start to you. And so I'm happy to be able to share some of this stuff that I've learned over the years. I still don't know shit, but I've been able to, you know, at least, develop a little bit of experience and accumulate some history or whatever, you know, whatever. So anyway, and if you really want to do the deep dive, okay, here comes the sales pitch. You know, check out the links below. Check out the private lessons. I've been booking a shitload of lessons the past couple weeks. I guess the summer vacations and things are starting to die down a little bit, and people are booking, man, like, you know, a lot of lessons, which is really good. Somebody booked 10 lessons, and that is a huge help for me, man. That's amazing. And so I'll be messaging you personally. You know who you are if you're on here, and I'm going to be sending you a real nice message. So thanks for that. Anyway, getting back to this. I mean, man, the hybrid stuff, everybody asks about hybrid picking. If you take a lick like this, okay, now that could be a blues or an R&B kind of thing, right? Right? But if you do this, if I go to the back pickup and I attack those exact same notes with my pick and my middle finger, that sounds more country, right? You know? That's not, you know, this guitar needs a little bit of new strings and a little bit of a setup, but it's all right. Anyway, so that's kind of the idea there. I mean, this kind of stuff. Okay, that sounds like the blues. If I did the same thing, to sound like country. So that's the attitude of it, right? So if I do this, you know, that might sound more like a blues vocabulary. Now the same notes with the country attack, tangent. That's another really great exercise, though. This kind of stuff. These are little, they sound like nursery rhymes or classical exercises or something, but that's like, you know. beautiful than that? That's enough. Man, what a rant. I mean, these rants are so insane that I don't even know what to title these because they're so all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to title this one Some New Shit because I got some new shit. I think these speakers are going to come in handy. Look, when I get organized here and I start being able to put some bass lines and stuff on these tracks, I tried to do it earlier. Like I said, it didn't work. It was a miserable failure. So my day's off to a good start, but inspiring because this is really inspiring. I don't know why I was so lazy not to do this, man. Plug in your laptop or your phone, go on YouTube, find some drum tracks, and just start playing. And I'm telling you right now, skyrocket, man. All right, guys, I'm going to add some stuff to the end of this and possibly another post today about this crazy story from when I was about 16 or 17. And then I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to check out the links below. T-shirts, lessons, donation to the project cause, because the projects ain't going to stop. So thanks for the support, guys. Love y'all. You know who you are. Thanks.